Wednesday, and we're talking about BPA, BPS, why they're dangerous, and ways to cut down on our consumption, our inadvertent consumption of them.
Yeah, number one thing is just avoid the plastics whenever you possibly can. Even the BPA-free ones that claimed by these scoundrels that run these companies that claim they have a healthier product. And so the number one thing is you can get a high-quality water filter for your house. And reusable stainless steel water bottles, and refill that when you leave the house.
But Dr. Kevin, why do we have to have water with us everywhere we go now?
You
we
don't.
didn't used to have to carry water with us everywhere.
Right.
You drank a glass of water with your meal. You drank a glass of water. You got it out of the tap at home, and nobody was worried about all those chemicals.
It's very true. It's just kind of the thing now. Everybody carries a bottle of water around with them.
So if you're gonna do that, get stainless steel. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, like if you're going to the gym or whatever, instead of grabbing a regular bottle of water, just fill that stainless steel one up, and it's reusable.
Yeah.
It's better for everything. So just refill that, and when you leave the house, and then for your kids too. Number two is store your food in glass containers, not plastic containers. Glass like Pyrex is really good. I tell you what I did after discovering this BPS claim is I ordered a couple of cases of those just old mason jars, and those work so good. After dinner when you're going to store things, and you just can put your leftovers in there.
Yeah, perfect size portion,
right?
And then that can go in the microwave.
Absolutely, yeah, and just put that right in the refrigerator. So. Absolutely never heat food in plastic in the microwave. And don't pour hot food in plastic for storage. You're done with dinner, you have warm leftovers. You're going to pull out the plastic to whatever it is and pour your food in there. That's going to increase the leaching of chemicals by heating the plastic. So
you're going to make me go home and get rid of all my Cool Whip
containers. Yeah, I just did. Yeah, I just threw all of mine out. Even our BPA-free ones. Also, choose frozen or fresh vegetables, not the canned ones. And, fresh or frozen, definitely better for you. There's one company that uses a vegetable-based can lining, and it's called Eden Foods. Almost every other canned food, the lining has BPA in the lining of the can inside where your food goes. And Eden Foods does not use BPA. Now, tomatoes are especially bad, canned tomatoes, because the acid in the tomatoes erodes that lining much more rapidly than some non-acidic foods. So because tomatoes are so acidy, they're going to have an increased BPA in the food whenever you open it. And then also say no to cash register receipts unless you absolutely have to keep them. And if you do need them, file them away right away. Don't leave them in your purse or wallet. So if you think about it, you have these receipts down in your purse and, rubbing against everything inside there. And then every time you put your hand in there, so you literally, that becomes coated with BPA in there. So if you don't need the receipt, just say no thanks. Yeah. And if you do, just put it in a file and keep it filed away where it's not, you're not constantly being exposed to it.
So can you inhale it, or does it come in through your skin?
It's
or your
through the skin very
okay.
rapidly. Yeah, and it's been shown to go easily through the skin. And so just don't leave receipts laying around in your purse because they get on everything and they get into your body. And so I really hope that this has helped everyone become a little bit more aware of how to keep your kids and yourselves healthier. And here's the thing with this. This is not going to make you sick today or tomorrow, but they build up in your body over time. Yeah. And we wonder why at 35 years old you go in and your doctor says, well, for some reason your thyroid's not working. These chemicals are why. Or we don't know why your child is having hyperactivity problems or why your teenager has depression or anxiety problems. This is where a lot of this stuff is coming from. So this is a cumulative buildup in your body. Not going to make you sick today or tomorrow. But the reason that all of these hormonal, depression, anxiety, female reproductive, thyroid problems, hyperactivity problems become so prevalent is due to a lot of these additives used in the manufacturing of products. So we can reduce them first. Number one is you have to know about them. The second thing is that you have to pay attention enough and be concerned enough to try to reduce them. And then third thing you can do is cleanse them from your family's bodies. We have a chemical flushing cleanse that we can help get rid of these chemicals out of the tissues. And many of these conditions improve dramatically. You know, when we take one of these young folks with hyperactivity problems or depression problems and we do this chemical flushing, you can see a remarkable improvement sometimes by just getting rid of some of these things out of the body. But if they're left in the body, they will cause some of today's worst health problems. So let's all work to continually reduce the use of these things in our homes. You'll live longer and your health will be better because of it. So, get rid of them, number one. Try to reduce them. Number two is know about them and really pay attention. And then number three is cleanse these things out of your body. You know, our chemical flushing is really one of the things that's one of the first things we do when we have somebody come in with one of these type of, hormonal or behavioral problems. Wow. Do a good chemical flush on them. Get this stuff out of their bodies. Yeah. So pretty surprising. Yeah, so it's not BPA, it's BPS.
Yeah, and you think you're doing good. And
right. Scoundrels. All right, guys.
See you next week.
See you next week.